And welcome, guys, to the finals of Overlords of Orlando Ultimate Edition. A lot of people entered. We actually capped this entire event in Smash Ultimate, but now only 8 remain. And so to cast these great 8 players, obviously I had to do it, but who else to be joined by than my good friend and the legend himself, Tempo Storm Zero. How you doing today, man?
Well, I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. How's it going, Orlando? I'm pretty excited to be here. I mean, Florida is one of the most underrated regions in terms of Smash in the whole world.
Florida's stacked. Florida's always been stacked for like any game, even Melee, Brawl, PM, Smash 4, Ultimate. There's always people here willing to push it really, really far. And I think it's because communities like this, everyone just grinds against one another, and the entire skill just goes up dramatically for that region.
Yeah, I also think Florida is not afraid to have rivalries with each other.
Oh, for sure.
They always push each other, so I think that works out really well in terms of competitive drive, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely does. And right here, like I said, we capped. And the 8 players here, we have a couple from Central Florida, a couple from South Florida, and I think 1 or 2 from Tampa as well. So it's kind of every region, and 1 from Jax. So every region of Florida coming out here and really representing right now, because like these guys will travel hours for even locals, but now they're traveling hours to this kind of event. So I'm pretty excited to see what we got. I can already see the players behind us. We have Tachyon from Jacksonville going up first against Vinny G from Tampa. So Tachyon is the best Pichu / Pikachu, I would say, for Florida. Most people would agree. And Vinny G is the best player one of the best players from Tampa, and he plays Snake. So given so far we're in this game, we're now 4 months in, or 5 months rather, and we've seen Snake, we've seen certain people call Snake low tier, we've seen people call Snake, high tier. What is your opinion on Snake? Where does he fit in this meta right now?
See, I think the Snake is a very underrated character in a lot of regions, mainly because there's some regions in the world that just have Snake players, and some other regions just don't. And usually the best Snake players tend to be people that played Snake in Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
So definitely a lot of experience comes in. The character definitely does good in tournament. He has a lot of results at very prestigious events. And of course, we know Pichu. I mean, one of the best characters in the game, so no surprise. Yeah,
I think most people would agree that Pichu might be the best character. Incredible speed, hitboxes, combo potential, and loops that he can do on almost every character in the game. Causes him to be a very good character, but a good Snake player can definitely contest against that. Snake can put grenades and bombs and C4s all around the stage. And the idea with Snake is to make sure your opponent does not know where the next explosion is going to be. And right now, Vinny is doing his best to not stay in these loops, recovering very, very high. But you got to be careful because Pichu has that down B, which could hit him at any single point.
I believe he missed the reverse right there. He meant the grenade to land.
Yeah.
This matchup is actually a little hard for Pichu, mainly because Snake is very heavy. And he can kill Pichu pretty early with most aerials or an up tilt.
Yeah.
The other big reasons is that Pichu actually is not very good at edge guarding Snake, because none of his aerials actually knock Snake off of the Cypher.
Except for that one. Except for that one, Zero. You cursed yourself. Beautiful downer from Tachyon right now, sending him to the nether, instantly equalizing the match at 2 stocks apiece. He's waiting right now a little bit, hoping to get at least an aerial in here. A good Snake player, I know, always hits every hit of that downer and that nair. They flow with it. It's one of the most devastating multi-hit aerials in the game. Perhaps most powerful if you count all % together.
One of the best parts about it is that after you land down there, you get actually a tech chase off of it. I saw him trying to go for down smash to cover both neutral get up and get up attack as well, or just miss the attack in general.
Right. And Pichu has a bit of a glass cannon aspect. Pichu, even though potentially the best character in the game, also one of the lightest. And that up tilt at 81% almost killed Pichu, just like that. And I think the next one will definitely kill. You have to remember that there is slight rage in this game still as well. So the higher % Snake goes, the higher damage output all of his moves do. And against Pichu, you really want to respect that. I've seen Vinny G live to 212% in an earlier match today. So this man knows how to DI very, very well.
He's playing really confident too. He's actually pushing Pichu into the corner. It takes a lot of guts, especially against a character that can just down really easily.
Backer not quite going to do it. Great use of the B reverse by Vinny. So B reversing basically allows you to completely change the trajectory 180 in the air by using a reverse B special move. In this case, Snake's grenade. And a good down smash. Tachyon taking the lead in this game 1. Can Vinny actually get it right back? Or is Tachyon going to run away with some extra credit right here? He's waiting in, barely living at 146 right now. Comes down with a Thunderbolt into a nair. He's waiting.
Yeah, Vinny's getting pressure on top of the platform right now. You see how he keeps jumping up. He's losing pressure and stage control right now.
Okay, one more forward to come in. Soft nair, but that Cypher does take priority. Okay, down throw. And Vinny, oh, wow. He was going... Vinny actually came down with an upper to kill him. He's at 91, but I think Snake in this case won't die until about 150, I feel.
Portal will kill around 120, 130, but that's only if you get caught around the ledge.
Right, like they're really hard hit next to it. Okay, grenade trade forward air, not quite gonna do it. 160 now for Vinny. Ciphering. Oh, I didn't see that C4, he tricked me too. Grenade on the ground. Oh, and a side tilt will, forward tilt.
It hit the feet of Snake, so then the grenade wasn't able to cover him, because grenades only really cover Snake on the upper part of his body.
Right.
His legs are actually uncovered, so that was a really good decision there. Going for forward tilt, if you went for up smash or maybe forward smash there, any of the smash attacks, you probably hit the grenade there and actually don't get the kill.
Right. What's your thoughts on, Pichu, arguably probably best forward tilt in the game, especially when you're running with it. Do you think that the fact that this game allows you to cancel your dash with any move in the game really is one of the reasons Pichu is so good?
I think even if you could not do the run-in tilt, I still think the tilt is very overpowered. Mainly because you can spam it around the ledge, and there's really not much you can do to counterplay it.
Right.
The move is safe from block, and it's also unpunishable near the ledge, especially from disadvantaged position. So I think the move is good regardless of it, but it's only boosted by the fact that you can use it out of running.
No worries. Now Vinny down 1-0, taking the Pokemon Stadium 2, considered to be a very neutral stage by most of the competitors in this game. Was once considered Smashable and Brawl, but now it's kind of this game.
I think he picked Pokemon Stadium mainly because he wanted the extra stage, and the spacious nature of Pokemon Stadium allows Snake to run away a little bit more, and it gives him, I guess, in general, just more ground to play with. Pichu wants to be near you, so it makes a lot more sense to go for this kind of stage.
Can Pichu do those loops on any character in the game, or just like, mainly?
Yeah, pretty much. It's harder and easier on certain characters depending on the hurt box. For example, if you were to do it on another Pichu, it's harder than to do it on Snake.
Oh, sure.
The character.
Alrighty. Pretty even first stock so far, the trading blows. He avoided that down B, and now Vinny catching him with that C4. I feel like I have to watch it myself because even I forget where it is, and I'm not even playing the game right now.
What Vinny's doing that's really good compared to other Snake players is that he's actually pressuring by just running up to his opponent, and then he's detonated the C4 as the opponent is escaping. He's not exactly waiting for someone to run into, he's forcing him to run into it.
He got him to 80% in like 4 seconds. The output of this character is so nuts, and Vinny actually himself is just making really wise decisions. That C4 almost hit Tachyon again. I think he's going to be a little more careful now, a little more cognizant of where he's placing those. It's hard to follow, though, with all the chaos on the screen. All the grenades coming out there. Great up smash now, but still down a full 107 to Vinny's fresh stock.
That was a really hard read. Just going for run-away up smash, that wasn't a reaction. He just was very confident he was going to do that.
All right, here we go. Down throw, up tilt, back air.
C4.
B reverse, grenade to trade. Oh, getting away from there.
Yeah, he has no shield right now, so he doesn't want to block in this situation.
Tachyon actually hit Vinny and canceled the C4 now. Right there.
Oh,
the jab reset from Tachyon. Beautiful stock. Dash attack, return the favor, not quite. Nikita. Oh, Tachyon avoids it. And okay, it's not going to avoid 3 bombs.
There were a lot of traps going on. You had the up smash, you had the grenade.
Legit mind sweep.
And he didn't have an air dash available, too.
Tachyon's got to play some mind sweeper right now. He's got to be real careful. Oh, the great canceled back here into a regrab.
Very good dodge on the thunder.
Right. Dead even game. Ooh, B reverse on the grenade. Playing a little safer there. He's letting the grenade do the work for him. You can shield the grenade and it won't hurt Snake, but it will hurt your opponent. Now 103 for Tachyon. Oh, Nary from Nikita for the down smash. Option coverage from Vinny. Beautiful down smash.
The down smash 2 frame, absolutely ridiculous. That up B snapped to the ledge, but he managed to catch it 2 frames right before. Really impressive. Yep. I really like the way he plays Snake in a much more aggressive way. Vinny feels very comfortable with Snake, and he doesn't really just camp, because in reality, a lot of Snake play is very defensive, a high-level play, but he's actually just rushing down Pichu, so that's really impressive.
I've seen Snake, I think it speaks to how good of a character he is, the fact you can play him in so many different ways and still have effect. I was watching a set recently of Salem versus MVP at Miami tournament, Ultimate Gamer, and just seeing the differences in playstyle, like, it's astonished me. Almost like it was a different character altogether.
Yeah, playstyle changes a lot. Like, the player behind the character matters a lot compared to what a lot of people may think.
Sure. Alrighty. Town and City right now. Looks like Tachyon likes the space right here, likes where the platform is situated. And Town and City is one of the few neutrals where the platform actually extends over the ledge, which given a certain character and how they want to combo each other, might be very important.
I think the reason he went Town and City is because this is the only stage in the game where the platforms disappear.
Oh, they do.
Town and City platforms disappear, and Pichu's best stage is likely Foundless Station.
Oh, so actually that's the further.
Yes, it's pretty much the only stage that can sometimes be flat, and because of the layout of the platforms, it makes it really easy to full hop T-Jump, which is Pichu's best approach.
Okay, nice down throw up tilt. It's cool how Snake can actually blow himself up with a grenade to combo break to get out of a potential worse situation. It's like you're taking a good trade. Okay, side being into the platform might have been a mistake on Tachyon's part. Up tilt barely missing, but it will kill now if it hits him.
Yeah, and it works really well against Pichu, the lightest character, so
yeah,
makes a lot of sense. Snake is a heavy character, so for him to trade damage makes a lot of sense.
And the reason Pichu loves to have that FD space that with no platforms is because that neutral Thunderbolt before it hits the ground was like, I think 13% when it hits you. It's a very projectile.
It also guarantees a grab if you block him.
Oh, yeah. So save good forward till now from Vinny.
He's doing a really good job at covering the ledge options with up smash.
Yeah.
As the up smash is coming down, he's covering the rest of the options, either to get up or to roll, and he just seems very comfortable with his traps.
This has been a very back and forth, especially on the ledges. Like, they're both mixing up their options, but they're both adapting right afterwards. But Vinny, wow, that almost killed Pichu at 60. Oh, is he dead?
He's actually very, very comfortable.
Oh.
Yep, pulled the grenade.
Okay, he's still alive. Okay,
I really enjoy the way Vinny's employing more grenades rather than block.
Yeah.
Blocking is really bad against Pichu simply because it's free pressure and the character's too safe on block.
And you can get grabbed so easily. But
yeah.
Forward tilt, there you go. Now, in order for Tachyon to even this out, he just basically has to look for the tiny little opening that Snake gives him when he takes the time to pull out a grenade. And then try to read where he's going to jump or roll. Right there,
right in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle. Grab him. Okay, little loop right there. Two up
there, referee. Yeah, no.
Two up to forward there. Re-reverse again on there. Got the
almost up tilt.
Yep.
Yeah, right now Tachyon has to be very careful here. Downer perhaps. Very wise of Vinny to DI and the down throw. If you do not do that, you get guaranteed downer on DI away, and that's a death for you.
I was going to say, I haven't seen Tachyon go for too many down Bs, and I feel like right there you might as well go for it, because if it hits him, it'll be good. Back here from Vinny right there, the sleeping bag hitbox as we call it, taking his lead.
This is the worst spot that Pichu can be in, being a stock behind.
So much damage, 0. 78.
No Thunder. Thunder is actually pretty difficult to hit, and you also take a hefty amount of damage, and it has a lot of lag as well.
Yeah, Pichu still has the hurts herself or himself when he's actually hitting it. Down smash, okay. No amount of damage will save it from there, Vinny. Oh my goodness, he keeps catching him.
Yeah.
Like none of us expect it.
You know what was interesting about the way he blew up the C4 there is that he didn't necessarily react like to where exactly Tachyon was running. He simply saw movement to the left and he immediately did it.
Yeah.
He didn't give him time to react either.
Well, the hitbox for that C4 is so massive that I felt like even if he decided to walk, roll, or run, or even jump a little bit into it, it might have hit Pichu still.
I mean, yeah, the hitbox is pretty big. All things considered, though, this is crunch time right now.
Shout out to crunch.
Yeah, 2-1. So you have to really think about your counter pick options here. Ultimate has a bunch of different stages that actually change a lot in terms of gameplay.
Well, we have hazards off, like in terms of like changing stages. Like hazards are off, and like you said with Town and City, that's the only one that actually has platforms disappear for a while. So is that what you're referring to?
The way I see it is that every layout plays completely different. So for example, right now we're going Smash. We haven't seen Smashville so far in the set, but Smashville will change the dynamic that neutral is played because there's less stage. There's also the fact that the platform's always there, so the stage is no longer FD. And the platform will also allow Pichu to extend combos more consistently. I think he wants more reward out of his combos because Pichu is not getting enough damage out of his setups. So that's probably where he's minding the set right now. He just wants to get something going really well.
Right. And I think Tachyon's going to take full advantage of being into that safe platform right there, especially when he tries to approach with Thunderbolt. Ooh, up smash. Almost like a Mario-esque up smash right there.
He actually baited it. It was a good decision to come down with back here. You don't really want to air dodge or grenade every single time, but at the same time, it's also a really bad spot. That's why it's hard to actually catch Snake with Thunder. Like, oh, actually. Yeah.
You keep cursing yourself. I do think that the parry up tilt for Snake is an amazing option, but you have to be able to react to like the really small, quick aerials that Pichu does later.
think a good way to go about parrying is that you don't necessarily have to make a read sometimes. It's just you can flicker the shield when you expect something to hit you.
I would just mash it.
Yeah, no. And then you can sometimes just get it. And it can be a really good option if you're outside of range because actually parrying, ooh.
Okay, that was almost a 6 spike. Charging the forward smash like a madman. Not quite hitting it, but getting a still nice 6 side tilt from a read. Grenade, not gonna say I'm actually gonna hurt him in that case.
Oh, he let go of the pressure there. He should have edge guarded.
Oh, avoiding both smash attacks. Nikita. Vinny's so comfortable playing close quarters with Pichu. No matter how dangerous it is. Again! How many kills?
Very comfortable. So he jumped back to C4 to kind of bait some sort of attack from Pichu, and it worked out really well in his favor. Like I said, he's just really comfortable with Snake's moveset. He's really moving the entire match. He's very mobile as a Snake player. It's really impressive.
And now, okay, one stock apiece in game 4. This could be Tachyon's tournament life on the line as Vinny G attempts to close out this set. Opens with 48. C4 drops. Looking all the pressure right now. Nikita getting involved. Up smash to come in.
Yeah, he tried to stick the C4 shield. That's it.
Every time 0. What a madman. He actually did it. He actually got, I think 70% of his kills were all C4. That's it.
Yeah, he landed a lot of C4s. I think a big reason why Tachyon found himself getting caught by these C4s so much, I think it's mainly because he was sticking to the ground a lot. So every time he was sticking to the ground, it allows, I guess it puts you in a spot where it's easier to get C4.
Right.
I also think that at some point, Tachyon was a little bit over pressure.
He was.
So then he was like maybe retreating a little bit more. And I think the overall nature of the set was a little strange because usually you expect Pichu to be all over Snake, but I felt like it was the opposite. So I feel like Tachyon should have been a little bit more aggressive. And I think in the end, it really cost him. He kept losing stage control, and then he just had to go through the sea of, grenades and C4s, and it's not easy.